Hey guys, sorry for the sort of bad video quality. I apologize. Um, but what I want to do is I want to take a quick look at the world's smallest political quiz and talk about how that's going to where you scored, right? So where your dot landed is going to have an effect on which political candidate you're going to or may want to support on November 2nd. So let's go take a look. Here we go. Alright, so if you scroll down in your class and go look at the World's Smallest Political Quiz class results, you should get an image that looks like this. And here, all of you guys, there's 150 students that have completed this so far. And it's going to plot all of you guys, hopefully kind of quickly. We'll see. Now, one of the things that's a little misleading is that if your dot landed exactly where someone else's dot landed, there's no way to see that. Alright, so there all of you are. Now, again, the thing that's a little misleading, right, like a lot of people probably landed on that exact same dot, so we can't see. The thing that you have to trust me about is that almost all of you, right, 150 dots, almost all of them are in this center section. And why is that, you ask? Because that's where most of America is. Now, let's dissect this thing a little bit. If we were just to take this diagram, cut it right in half this way, right, from left to right, the further up you go, the less government you want. And the further down you go, the more you want the government to do. So if we just divided it that way and did nothing else, right, the further up you go, the more likely you are to agree with the ideas that Sharon Angle has. And the further down you go, the more likely you are to agree with the ideas that Harry Reid has. But, as you can imagine on this thing, there's more than just up and down. There's also left and right. So let's slice it right down the middle, top to bottom. And then the further left you go, right, the more more likely you are to agree with Harry Reid. And the further right you go, the more likely you are to agree with Sharon Angle. So, like, the very strongest Sharon Angle supporter in the world would be like right over here, right, to the right and up. And the strongest Harry Reid supporter would be down and to the left, so right in here. Okay? So, that's just the way this plot maps out. So, Democrats, right, down and away, Republicans, up and over. Now, you may be saying to yourself, Mr. Moses, I didn't land in one of those two areas. I landed over here, right? Or I landed right down here. What does that mean? Well, for you, it means you're a lot like me. And it means that you're probably going to become an issue voter. So it's not going to be about political party for you. It's going to be about, there's going to be a few issues that are very important to you. And you're going to look and see how different candidates, regardless of what party they are, feel about the issues that are important to you. So sometimes you may vote Republican, sometimes you may vote Democrat, sometimes you might vote for independent or green candidates. And it's all about how that person feels about your individual issues. So that's kind of how this thing breaks down, right? So right here in the middle, that's where most of you guys are. If you're a little bit more to the left, maybe Harry Reid. If you're a little bit more to the right, maybe Sharon Angle. If you're a little more up, maybe Sharon Angle. If you're a little more down, maybe Harry Reid. But remember, this is where most of America lives, right here in the center. And that's who our political candidates try to get, right? So they're always shooting for you guys in the middle. So those of you in the middle, you got it. As far as politics go, you got it lucky, right? Because they're coming for you. And that's how I want you to look at this thing. So 2 weeks from now, right, or a week from this coming Tuesday is election day. I need you to start thinking about who you're going to vote for, why you're going to vote for them, right? And think about where you landed on this world's smallest political quiz and what that tells you about how you feel about your politics.